So hello and welcome back everyone. So I was just checking Twitter and this came up. And this says that new Gundam Breaker was at 80% off. So I had to go check. I checked that Japanese Amazon here. And we're looking at 76%. So it might have actually gone up to 80 and then dropped again a little bit. It keeps fluctuating. It's like at the moment, the edition that came with the Clear Age 2 Magnum, that's 45% off. That changed to 25%. I think it was after the first week. So in the first week, it went to about 50%. So it was actually better buying this version. Then it's dropped to 25%. Now it's gone back up to 45%. But because the other two versions, the Build G Sound Edition and the Standard Edition, are at 71 and 76% off, there's still no point in buying it. There was for about the first week. No point now. You can pick up the Standard Edition for 2,000 yen, which is about 20 British pounds. And I think that's crazy. It's insane the way that I predicted that this would be at about 80% within a week the last time I did a video on this. And sure enough, we're almost at 80%. Or rather, we hit 80%, then we've gone back down. Give it another week, guaranteed this will be above 80%. Or at least I think it will be. I'm not certain on it. I'm backtracking now. I'm not certain on it, but it's one of those things where if it follows its current trend, it's going to be above 78% easily. It's still looking pretty bad. Now, in terms of what's been done to it with the patch notes, there's version 1.02 that's been released. Apparently, it fixes some button responses. Some of the lock-on speed is slightly improved. The AI has not changed in the slightest, so it's still hyper-aggressive. And just in general, the gameplay appears to still be slower than Breaker 3. So if you don't like the look of how slow it was at the beginning, it's still kind of slow. Honestly, I wouldn't bother with it at this point, but that's just me from I suppose a biased or preferential standpoint, because I've just dropped a ton of money on Breaker 3 anyway. And then everybody's getting like 80% off this in Japan. So where do we go from here? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on the Twitter and see what happens, to see whether, you know, the Japanese are commenting on this and see whether they've had any improvements on their end. Honestly, this is just a spectator sport at this point, seeing how far this number will actually go, because if it ever reaches the 90s within its first, I'd say month and a half, that's going to be really telling about the quality. We already know how bad it is from the bugs, from the multiple videos that I've done covering this. Even with the Steam version that's still looming in the background, apparently, that we saw one teaser image for at Anime Expo. Apparently, there were only small questions asked there, including will we get G-Savior parts, which I actually think is a troll by somebody. But we didn't hear anything about the Steam version. There's still no news on it. So I have a feeling that they're working very hard in the background to get that one fixed. I have a feeling that because the PS4 one being broken that badly on launch, and because of me talking about optimization and everything else before, honestly, we're not going to see the Steam release till probably September. That's just a very, very quick guess there, purely because of everything that they're doing now to fix this one. If they don't want another botched launch on Steam, then they really have to delay it and work on it. So honestly, I wouldn't get your hopes up for the Steam version at the moment. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with that information. I'll see you next time. What do you think about this? It is just crazy. It keeps going up and it does not stop. Leave your comments down below and I'll see you next time. Bye.